Hi everyone, it's Renee. I hope you're having a lovely day today. I am going to do a video on this ephemera storage book idea. I've seen a couple of videos about this and there were different ways that I've seen people do, but I really love this idea. I think this was from Hickory Art Co. And so basically what you do is you take a book, and it could be any book. I started with this Reader's Digest, and you keep it intact. And then on the inside, you glue 2 pages together, and then you start creating. So like here's a little mini masterboard, and you keep these inside of the book, and then when you need to use it, you rip it out, and you can use this as a page in a junk journal. You can further decorate it with stickers and stamps, and then cut it up and use it as ephemera. So tags, journaling cards, belly bands, whatever. Oh, there's this one. I'm going to be making that one. Let's see. There's another mini masterboard I created, and then just experimenting with different glues. So this one, I glued a picture down, and then I put brown napkin over it. So the brown napkin is a little too dark. I think I would use a little lighter paper, like I always forget what it's called when I make a video. The pattern paper. So the pattern paper is nice and thin. So I'd probably use that when I do the picture idea again. All right, so that's the one I've already started. And then I bought this at a thrift store, and I bought it because I love the spine. I don't really much care for, I mean, you know, the cover's fine, but the book itself is a nice size. I wanted a slightly bigger book for my ephemera storage. And so I already started just kind of having fun. I did a little bug napkin. And so today, I already glued a couple of pages together. Let's see. I thought that I had. Well, I guess I'll glue. I got some glue on the edges. These are not glued together yet. Anyways, okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'll just glue 2 of the pages together. I like to use the pages that have full text because I like that to be the background. So I'm going to glue these 2. Now, through my experimentation, I've discovered I prefer to use a glue stick to glue the pages together. And I like the Yoo-hoo stick, but mine always get really soft. And so then it kind of clumps when I use it, but I like the sticking power. And then I have a variety of glues here. So I've got the matte medium gel. Or not gel, it's not a gel, it's just matte medium. I have the art glitter glue, which I just recently purchased. I'm not quite a fan of it yet. Maybe I'm using it for the wrong projects. And then Fabrifix. So I glue the pages together with the glue stick. Let me just grab a magazine page. And then when I do, there have been a couple of ways I did the collages. One way was I used the matte medium, and I used it to adhere the pieces and then to cover the whole entire masterboard. And then I also did one with just the glue stick with no covering on top, and that worked just as well. So I guess it would just depend if you want the cover to be slightly protected. Yeah, so I'm just going to slather some glue. See, it's already, I'm sure you can't see on the video, but it's already leaving big chunks. So I don't know, maybe I need to store my glue sticks somewhere else. Just make sure to get all the edges, of course. Okay. And then make sure, I usually have a few pages already glued together throughout the book when I want to sit down and start creating, but I didn't do that with this book. So normally I would after gluing the pages together, I would flip it over, and depending on how many pages I'd glued, maybe put another book on top to really weight it down and allow that page to fully dry. For today, I'm just going to jump in. I think I'll let that sit for a minute while I grab a paintbrush, because I'm going to do a napkin. So let me just grab a paintbrush very quickly. All right, so I am going to be creating, well, I don't have that napkin, so I guess I have tissue paper and napkin that I'm considering using. Maybe I'll do the tissue paper and I'll do the napkin later. All right, so I don't know if this tissue is 2-ply. Oh, very nice and crinkly. I don't know if tissue, okay, I guess it's not. Okay, so I'll just do that. This is just really nice thick tissue paper, probably because it has the pattern on it. You can see. All right, this will probably be used, I'm doing an ocean theme, kind of mermaid themed junk journal. And this, even though there's flowers, the colors are really pretty for that idea. And then sometimes I will ink the edges. Oops, not sure. I thought I had everything I needed right here, but I have to keep getting up. Where is my ink? Let me grab it. Okay. I think for this one I will ink the edges just a little bit. You don't have to do this, because once you create the whatever you're going to create, you can always ink it afterwards. I just feel like the other book, the pages are a little more aged. This one is, these are rather pristine, so I like the grungy kind of aged look. So I'll just do that real quick. All right, then I think I'm ready to just start laying down my matte medium. And I'm sure you all know how to do matte medium. This is very similar to Mod Podge, not Mod Podge, Mod Podge. All right, and then I'm just going to, when I do the, when I use this to do my little mini masterboard to adhere the pieces, I usually just do a section at a time. But for this one, I'm just going to cover the whole thing. So I'm just going to cover the whole thing with one piece of tissue paper. So it is June, and I'm considering pulling out my Halloween. Oh, that's a little much. I'm considering pulling out my Halloween supplies and junk journals to start getting those ready. Is it too soon? I don't think so. This is the time of year. I'm not a huge summer fan. I mean, you know, I live on the coast of California, so we pretty much get summer-like weather all year. My favorite is the holidays. Yeah, it's already starting to buckle because I didn't let it dry all the way, but that's right. Is the autumn holidays, like just the autumn season. So any chance I can to pull out my Halloween and maybe some Christmas stuff, I do. All right, so I'm gonna try and get that in there. There we go. And this one's laying pretty flat, but I like the rough kind of wrinkled look when you do napkins, when you or tissue paper. So I'm not really too concerned about getting it all flat. Just want to make sure the edges are adhered. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry before I put a top coat of the matte medium. Normally, especially when I do the masterboards, I will do the matte medium cover right away. But because I didn't let the 2 pages I glued together dry properly, I'm going to let this dry a little bit first. So, wow, this tissue paper is nice and thick. There's no glue coming through. All right, but I'm still going to put, I don't know where to put my paintbrush, right there. Oh, don't fall. I'm still going to put I usually do parchment paper, but I don't have any right now. I mean, I do, but it's in the kitchen. So I'm just going to take another magazine page and put that in here. And then I will go get parchment paper after this video and replace this, because last time I left the magazine page, the magazine kind of stuck to the image. So anyways, this is from a napkin. I'm going to be doing a little book on insects. I love insects. So I was going to use that. I think I'm going to do a new page. But anyways, so that's the idea behind an ephemera storage book. And I am absolutely obsessed with this idea, because when I create ephemera, I don't really have a very good organization system yet. I've been trying different ideas, and my ephemera ends up everywhere, and then I can't find what I created. And so I love this idea of keeping it all in one place. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.